Welcome back to our VC Talk. So just want to share a couple of harmonic patterns which I observed during a weekend analysis. And to get started, let me start with Nifty, which is all our favorite. So I don't see any pattern, harmonic pattern formation on a weekly time frame on the Nifty. But when I go back and see in the daily time frame, I see in a so which we already discussed, there is a butterfly formation completed on Monday, which is like 27th. But when you look at this butterfly formation completion, within the next five trading sessions, there is an 800 points up. You can actually have a look at this formation completion at 22,789, and on Saturday, so 23,618. So there is like more than 800 points up, and the close happened at 23,482. So 700 plus points up, the market actually closed. Okay. So, but if you look at overall, okay, let's not talk about how many points gained or lose here. So actually Nifty is respecting this butterfly formation, and I see that actually the first target is met. Okay, so now what are these target levels? Okay, see, I'm not going to show on the screen. The reason is I don't want to recommend any of these stocks for any trading. Okay, you do your further analysis and then take a call on this. This is going to be more like study and sharing the info. So this one is a forming, and I'm going to show on a weekly time frame. Only this I'm talking in a daily time frame. The rest of the like 10 stocks I'm going to talk only on a weekly time frame and observe these entry levels, basically the formation completed, and see out of these 10 different harmonic patterns formed in a different stocks over a week period, how these are respected is what we want to do study. Okay, so let me go to weekly time frame and get started with one of the first stock is a KSP. So KSP actually, so I'm in actually weekly time frame. So this one is last Monday to Saturday. Okay, so the formation completed here are a deep cut formation on the last week. Last week is basically 20th Jan. Once this week completion, we identified this, and in this 1 week, and there is a good upside from the level of this formation completion, which is like 678. The market actually like there is a push upside to 733. Okay, so this is the first one in the KSB. There's another one is in the Lux. So the formation completion on last week. Okay, so need to wait whether this is going to respect this level or not. So what is the formation here? So the formation is Garte formation, and if any further push down to a certain level and beyond that, this ratios will go out of this Garte formation, defined ratios, and probably this pattern may not be valid. Okay, so this is one of these actually just formed this on a last Saturday weekend closure. So now let me look at other one is a home first. This pattern, which is a anti-butterfly formation completed on last week, and on a Saturday there is a close from the low of 923, 962. There is a closure, which is like close to around 40 rupees up. Next one is Jindal Saw. So Jindal Saw actually anti-cipher pattern completion happened here, and then from this low of 217, the market actually Saturday pushed to 241, so which is like 23 rupees up. Okay, so the next one is Imami. Imami AB equal to CD. So the pattern formation completed here, and then there is an almost like 100 rupees up. You look at this 529 where it is close 625. So there is 100 rupees push up in the last 1 week. Okay. Next one is there is an ERIS Life Sciences. So this also pattern completed here, anti-butterfly. From here, if you look at this closure happened at 1135, there is a 1239, 100 rupees push towards the upside after pattern completion. Okay. Now another one is Godrej Industries. So this one actually, if you see this pattern completion happened, and then there's a Gartley on that day. I'm actually showing it the level at which pattern completion 805. At what price it is closed in the last 1 week? 920. There is a 115 rupees up from this low. Okay. Next is Usha Martin. So Usha Martin also found a similar pattern, which is Gartley. So and there is a push upside, but so still the close is above this pattern formation. Unless there is a push down, so the pattern is valid, and you can expect some further upside here. Okay. Next one in my list is Star Health. Okay, Star Health seems to be forming a pattern which is an anti-Gartley, and there is a reversal push from this low of 425 to 442, which is like 17 rupees up. Let's see what happens on Monday. Okay, it's not a perfect AB equal to CD, but still it respects these values. From here, okay, so this is the NLC India. From 196, there is a push towards upside, almost like the close happened at 218, which is 20, 24, 25 rupees up from the lows. Okay, so Apar Industry is also forming a pattern of anti-Gartley, and there is a push towards upside from here to here, and let's see what happens. Okay, so ACL also forming AB equal to CD. You see this low of 504, there is an 80 rupees up after forming this pattern. Okay, so AB is equal to CD pattern seems to be more powerful in the patterns what we are seeing till now. Let's see further upside on this or not. Okay, so and BEML, right? BEML actually forming, this is all on a weekly time frame. Okay, BEML is forming an like an anti-Gartley here, and then there is a push upside. See that if the budget, because there is a lot of push for the railway, if this may take it to further upside from here. Okay, so CG power. So there's a one pattern formation here, and that becomes invalid, and then further there is a push down here to deep crab, and from the low of 520, it's already moved to 612. So there is like 90 rupees up. Okay, so wait for Monday, basically, the next week, and to see what happens on this. In a CDSL, CDSL seems to be like, in a high of close to 2000 rupees around, like, in a December 16 time frame. And within like 1.5 months, there seems to be like, testing 1240. And once this formation completed, there seems to be some slight push towards an upside. Whether it will respect this or not, we will see in the coming week. Now, next one is a power grid. Power grid is forming AB equal to CD pattern, and this pattern formation completion here, and there is a push, and again there is a downside. So will it hold this level or not? Basically, I'm also going to track this. Okay. Now there are two more in my list. Like, one is the trend. Trend seems to be formed exactly here, Gartley, and this last week, and again it tried to go up, and then like so here you see this pattern completion happened at this week, and there is a push back almost like 6189, so 1,000 points up from 5346. Okay, so seems to be respecting this level, and can we expect some further upside on this one? Let's see in the coming week. Okay, the next is FSL. FSL is forming cipher pattern, and there is a push already upside, almost like, so this is in a 320 level, 340, 20 rupees up here. Observe this in the next week. Okay, so SBI card. Okay, so this is what actually I shared last week also. Double pattern, double bottom formation completion. And from this level, you see, which is 744, it went almost 824. Here high is 830. Okay, so this is in the last week. So SBI cards is clearly respecting this pattern. Okay, now the last one is in Petronet. Petronet is also actually formed pattern completion on the Gartley on this last week, and then from this level of 288, there is a push towards already 308, 20 rupees up. Okay, so these are the ones which are in my list. I'm going to keep track of these harmonic patterns on these stocks, and to see whether we are going to get some kind of an idea whether really these are respecting these patterns, and what is the percentage. A lot of patterns what we are seeing are anti-Gartley, right? So, and then Gartley, and then cipher, and then the crab, right? So I'm going to, and AB equal to CD. Don't forget, this is a very easy pattern, AB equal to CD, and I will have a look, and also we will make in a next video probably in the next Saturday to see in a weekly time frame whether these are really respected those levels, what's the kind of movement in the same direction. Okay, hope this gives some insight about some thought process which gets created about what are these harmonic patterns, whether these are going to be really useful or not. Okay, thank you.